I think we scored again.
Yeah, we found a beautiful kitchen.
We're all about finding really high-end materials that are either being updated, upgraded, they were bought, they didn't fit, and repurposing them, reusing them in our flip it forward houses.
Keeping them out of that landfill and putting them into a forever home.
I mean, we picked up an $1,100 shower kit, brand new. They bought it. It's stacked up over there against those doors. And we picked that up. We picked up this brand new toilet, never been used, never been installed, and a beautiful 48-inch granite vanity countertop, $600. Like a third. I mean, we saved over $1,000 on all those materials. I mean, then this beautiful kitchen right here.
Once it's in, man.
This is gonna just like blow my mind when it's all done. I can't wait to get it put together. It's a little bit of a Jenga piece right now, trying to figure out where we're gonna put.
This old split level house, we're really opening it up. It's really segmented, it's outdated. So it's gonna be really cool to see the detail that we put into this kitchen and how we open that living area up, that kitchen up, and our really cool pantry.
What I think so fun is buying this kitchen set. So far, this is my favorite purchase that we've made. This kitchen set's incredible. But then taking these pieces of granite, putting it into a blank space and saying, okay, where does this fit? And where do we build this? And how do we build these walls? And it's like having all your paint in front of you and like trying to figure out on the canvas where everything goes. And
I do think we need to get moving that granite on on HUDU because my back hurts.
this sucker is so heavy. I mean, what do you think this weighs?
700 pounds? I don't know. It's a big
could
slab of
I
granite.
mean, the two of us could barely lift this sucker. It is heavy, but
This kitchen is just going to be awesome, and you'll see when we get inside some of the progress we've made in opening up this house.
this house is quickly becoming one of my favorites. I just love this place. We've got enough cabinets to completely redo this kitchen, open up, expand the kitchen. We're still doing the man cave?
We're still doing the man cave. We'll have some of this stuff downstairs as well.
I'm sorry, the fourth bedroom.
The fourth bedroom. You saw before, this was a wall that extended out to here. We had a wall over here that really enclosed this kitchen, really segmented the living area from the dining area from the kitchen. These days, an open concept is really where
It
people
already feels,
big.
yeah, so much bigger.
This kitchen's gonna be, I mean, we've got so much cabinetry. This kitchen that we got this out of was much larger, but the great part is we can use all the pieces that we want and still have a bunch left over for another project.
It's gonna be awesome. So many cool finds. I love that we've got the hardwood floors underneath the bedrooms upstairs. It turns out these stairs aren't oak. They're mahogany.
Ooh.
Now, I didn't know that. Had a doer over here bidding the hardwood floors, putting eyes on the project. And he's like, oh, this isn't oak. Do you want to tear it out and put oak in? I'm like, no, man, sand those down and refinish them.
Mahogany stairs.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Sharp. Yeah, so what we're kind of looking at is sink here with a bar stool countertop that will look into the kitchen out that front window. So you'll have a nice sitting area with bar stools here where you'll have countertop here, and then we'll have stove, refrigerator, and pantry over here.
That's a great question, is where do we put the stove, the refrigerator, then the sink? Because the stove that came with this kitchen is a giant, like $10,000 double oven built in. It's gonna block our view. And then the fridge also blocking our view a little bit. What do we do there? Do we put the fridge and the oven both on that wall, or?
I'd hate to block that view, but I think, we're gonna have to get our design laid out and figure out what's gonna make the most sense and go from there. But more than likely, one of those two has to be on that wall.
What do you guys think? Now, isn't it like bad juju or like against kitchen operating procedure to put a stove and an oven right next to each other? Aren't they supposed to be on like the other ends of the triangle? I guess.
I don't know.
I guess as I say that, no matter where you put it, it's a corner of the triangle. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have the same stove set up and then burners next to it. There is a countertop between the two.
Oh, we've got to figure out the cooktop as well.
Yeah, we have a cooktop, so we've got a lot of pieces to figure out.
Can we just turn this whole floor? Can this whole thing just be the kitchen?
We still would have cabinets left over, I think. We've got enough of them.
What did we decide over here? Are we doing it?
We are.
Oh,
yes.
it's going to be so awesome.
This is going to be a nice, cool walk-in pantry that every home needs a pantry. And these old homes just didn't build pantries back then. It's hard to find a really nice pantry. So this is kind of a fun project we're talking about. Possibly a coffee bar built into that.
Definitely a coffee bar.
Built into that pantry.
Do we have enough cabinets for a coffee bar?
We have enough cabinets and countertop. So it'll be a cool walk-in pantry with maybe a couple other surprises in there.
I think we're going to have at least one.
Yeah.
Can you promise me something for next week?
What's that?
Can we please have these gone?
I've run into this 3 times. And yes, they need to go. I don't think our decor is going to match the crystal chandelier.
Notice the one.
Crystal chandelier.
Notice the chandelier over here, still rocking from the last person that bumped into it.
Me.
Let's talk about this real quick. So
Couldn't do it without him.
yeah, so pretty cool story. Central State Bank is a bank in West Des Moines. Matt Y is a commercial lender. He heard what we were doing with Flip It Forward and actually reached out to us and said, "Hey, how can we be involved?" So they are the ones that actually finance this property for Flip It Forward. They've been an incredible partner. They want to continue to work with Flip It Forward as we continue to build houses, sell houses at cost to veterans, first responders, volunteers.
It's so rare for, to see, especially in the finance industry, but to see people get involved for altruistic, really selfless motivation. And I mean, I think it's incredible.
It is. They're a great bank. Matt is a great lender. And again, he reached out to us. This was organic from hearing about what we do. And we're really excited to be able to partner with Central State Bank. And we look forward to their continued partnership.
Look, if you like what we're doing with Flip It Forward, if you want to see us keep doing it, even if you don't bank there, go give them a shout out, share this post, or just, comment below telling them, the thank you. Just such an awesome thing, something they didn't have to do.
They didn't have to do it. They've been incredible to work with, and we're very, very lucky and very appreciative of Central State Bank and here in West Des Moines.
Thank you, Central State Bank.
Do I hear a saw?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was a chainsaw.
Okay, well, let's go see what's going on out here real quick. Ah! Our tree's getting trimmed.
There we go. Now we're not taking this one down. We're just trimming it up. So all the arborists out there, don't worry.
So about 10 minutes ago, that four-season porch had a lot of branches on top of it. So they've, quickly got it up there and got those trimmed away. It's probably 10 minutes of work, and they're
done.
close to
That was
done.
fast.
They did an incredible job. There's a lot of light, and it is really important. You don't always want to take the lowest bid on these important jobs here. These guys did a good job. They probably weren't the lowest on the platform. They are professionals. They're going to get this all cleaned up. And
he had great
looks
feedback. I wanted to take off more branches, and he'd explain that these types of trees, they have to heal after you cut them. You can already see that it's, we'll call it bleeding. What is that, sap coming out of the cut marks? But I'm glad we didn't take any more. But I like the sunlight that's now able to get in here, and we'll get this backyard cleaned up, and this is going to be a great place to build a life.
Yeah, there's so much potential for somebody that enjoys gardening and planting flowers. And
so we're going to put your little excavator to work.
Ooh, I
Now-
bought an excavator. Don't know why, but hey, now we got a project to use it on.
I watched them dig the hole at our last property. They dug the egress window yesterday. It was a slow, methodical process, and it took a while.
Yeah.
And the bucket was pretty big, and I've seen your excavator, and I love it. I'm not making fun of it, but
that
the
a
bucket
small
on it's like this big.
So
And-
big isn't always the best.
No, well, right here we need to get in very delicately, and like after watching them make that huge mess and that huge pile of dirt, I'm like, they're gonna have to scoop it out and haul off the dirt. This is probably going to be a much more expensive egress window because I don't want to mess up the yard.
We got some plumbing to deal with, it looks like.
I checked it out. So the plumbing, it's okay. We'll just
Okay.
leave that there. There's nothing under here. We already had locates done, and the plumbing just runs over to
Over
the
here.
hot water heater downstairs.
Will that be an issue with an egress window with a faucet above it?
Nope.
Does
As
it
long
need to
as
be-
you have 5.9, 5.7 square feet of window, you're good. Have we decided on a color yet?
You know, we talked with the color that we got a brown roof, so we are a little limited on colors. Looks like we got birds. I think we've talked about kind of a darker blue that would look real nice with that, and a green.
My favorite color house is always the darker blue with the white trim. You know, of course, HUDU's blue, favorite color. But I think you're right. I think that a shade of green, maybe a little darker than the neighbors over here.
Yep.
With a
brown shutters.
Brown or beige.
Or beige.
I think maybe we try to match the windows.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think on that?
Yeah.
Because the windows are already a nice cream color.
Yep.
Save
yeah,
us
I
from
mean,
having
I think a green would look nice on this home. The brick out front is
pinkish.
It's pink. It looks like pink quartz. We're gonna definitely do something with that as well. So
we had some awesome bids come in.
Oh, great.
I think it was like $500 or $600 to whitewash all that brick. I think I've never had brick whitewash. I don't actually know what it costs. But if this was my house and I had to come home and look at that pink brick every day, I would pay $500 to have it whitewashed.
And that's one thing we need to really think about. What's that whitewash going to look like with a green house and beige shutters? Blue may be the best option with that whitewash.
Every time I walk down it, I feel like I'm walking into a dungeon.
Well, you sort of are. But this won't look like a dungeon when we're done.
I love just how open this whole house. We've just really opened it up, and
this looks so much bigger.
It does.
From when and we're once we add in a bathroom and a wall here, it's
gonna close it back up.
It's gonna close it back up, but it is gonna look nice. What do we have over here, Derek?
This is going to be we bought this kitchen, and it has a couple funky pieces of granite to work around the existing house. We're gonna figure out a way to work this wet bar into this fourth bedroom so it can be repurposed as a man cave.
Bedroom.
Haven't quite figured out the layout here. We've got a couple more pieces of granite outside. It's just way too heavy for us to carry down here. We're gonna have to get some big, strong doers to haul it down here, but I'm excited to see what this turns into, get the layout figured out, get these walls built.
What are you thinking down here? LVP or are you thinking carpet?
Man,
it's a really dry basement.
It's a very dry basement. There's been no moisture down here. All of this wood, there's a sump pump, all of this wood is incredibly dry. You can tell there was no moisture in it.
Yeah.
I love LVP, of course. I love the modern, high quality LVP. However, I love carpet. I've got kids. I love to be able to play with them on the floor. No shoes, like walking through my house, and you're always. LVP always just has dust on it. It feels like dust, a little dirt. Carpet, I don't know. What are your thoughts?
I'm with you. I like both. Down here, coming in from the garage, carpet might get a little dirtier.
That's a good point.
LVP is just not as comfortable. If this truly becomes a man cave, I would prefer carpet in a man cave over LVP. But
could we do something to where, I don't know, there's like, you could take off your shoes out there. What's great about it is this isn't outside.
That's right.
It's a heated garage. You could take off your shoes here. If we wanted to, we could cut into this and even build in like a place to put shoes.
Yeah, I mean, we've already got some stuff built in here for sure.
It is holding back dirt, but
yeah, I think carpet's also going to take that echo out a little bit down here. Now, so will the drywall.
Crank the TV all the way up.
Yeah.
Maybe insulate the ceiling so it's nice and quiet down here.
Now, on the other side of this wall, I do feel that we do want LVP. This is going to be the laundry room and third bathroom.
We love repurposing materials. We found a brand new shower unit off of Facebook Marketplace. They installed it. They didn't like it. They felt it was too big for the space. We bought it thinking I had all this space. I'll tell you what, we got it in here. I think it's too big for the space. I feel like it's really going to shrink down the laundry room because keep in mind, so the shower would go here. You'd have a door coming into the bathroom. You got the laundry room. I don't know how this is going to be configured, but you're going to have a bump out right here for the wet bar. And you look at where this wall is going to go. You've got a wall here for the bathroom. Like suddenly it's going to feel really boxed off. It's not going to flow very well. I don't know what we're going to do here.
What size showers do they make that we can shrink in this?
Oh man, 32, 36, 48. This is 60.
Yeah, I mean, I think that 36, 48 inch would be just fine for a basement bathroom. We've got 2 full baths on the next 2 floors, next 3 floors actually, because it's a split level. So
That's a good point.
if you take a look at this space and imagine having a bump out to here and the wall to the bathroom here, that really encloses it. What do you think? Do you think it makes a lot more sense to maybe have a smaller shower and open up this laundry room, or is a big shower that important in a basement bathroom?
Here's my perspective on it. Upstairs, you have 3 small bedrooms and a fairly small bathroom. In the family room, it's again, another smaller bathroom. Do we want to put a 3rd small bathroom in the house, or do we want to shrink up the laundry room a little bit and, give a big shower, give some more space, a bigger vanity, and I'm not saying this is going to be a master bedroom but this will be the biggest bedroom. Should it have the biggest shower? What are your thoughts? I'd love to hear them.
I mean, ultimately, it isn't a huge space. So no matter what, 1 foot here or there, while it does make a big difference, having that nice bigger bathroom, maybe it does make sense than having more room to maneuver around a laundry room.
There are other ways to configure this, but I figured as you came down the stairs, the door to the bedroom man cave is going to be right here. I figured you'd want the bathroom right here and then the laundry room tucked in the back corner. But if we slid the bathroom up against this back wall, put the laundry room first, it opens up the floor panel a little bit. You'd have, your walls are tucked into the corner.
That's a good point.
You're not building a little secluded, isolated spot in that back corner. But what do you think about coming down the stairs, having the laundry room right here, and then the bathroom's tucked clear back in the corner? I don't know. I'd love to hear what you guys think. I mean, this is only our 2nd flip house. We're not pros, but what we are good at is providing awesome platforms where it's easy to get stuff done, and that's what we're all about here.